neighbors.
Oh, happy 5th anniversary, neighbors. Yay!
As an introduction to what you are about to see this time on Neighbors, allow us to set the stage. This season began like the ones before, which involved a team of neighbors, both physically and by cause, coming together to help teach young people that life is like the game of chess. The first lesson you must learn on the road to improving not only your chess game but also your life is to get your priorities straight. It is important to make the right decisions from the beginning so that your life is on good squares, to ensure the protection of the king and, in real life, yourself. This time, plans were made to bring the chess song to a new cast of young people, and through the determination of our executive producer Vicky Mayfield Camacho and new neighbor Joyce McKenzie, we found ourselves scheduled to film at the main branch of the Danbury Public Library in Danbury, Connecticut. Like before, we shared with our new cast the basics of chess through the chess song and explored how it related to making better decisions in their lives, although this time with one small difference. Per the request of our new sponsor, Ms. McKenzie, we were also asked to explore bullying. At first, our exposure to bullying was only going to be from our personal experiences and a few other interviews which included a local state representative and guidance counselors from the Danbury Public Schools. It was during that interview, however, in which something unexpected happened. While we were in post-production and reviewing their interview, we noticed a familiar photo during their presentation of young people that had committed suicide in 2010 due to bullying. Surprisingly, that familiar photo was of someone that our neighbor Matthew Gillespie had a personal connection to. Brittany Helton, the 19-year-old daughter of his relative, and to whom back in the same year when we were first getting started, we dedicated an episode to in her memory. From that moment on, we realized that this issue had affected most of us in some way or another. So our resolve became strong and our mission even more clear. In the following episodes, you will see how we expanded our exploration of chess to combine not only the basics of the game, but also with what each chess piece could represent in real life as lifelines to those being bullied, whom in this story are represented by the king. And now, we present Neighbors.
Each one, teach one. Mother and father and daughter and son. We gonna learn and plus have fun. Yes, indeed, the time has come. Reach out to your neighbor, do something nice, return the favor. It's all good, we all get along. Clap your hands and sing along to the song. Young people, you ain't gotta do wrong. We can all do right, come on.
Chess will make you think ahead, battle mind to mind, make you not be left behind. I put us all together to teach the basics of chess, where you learn the pieces of movements without any stress. Chess.
The king is the most important piece, though not the strongest. He can move one square in any direction. If he is not safe, well then you lose the game. The king is in checkmate. 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 One king, one queen, two bishops, two rooks, two knights, two players, 8 pawns, 1 boy.
There are numerous different kinds of bullying that exist. Could you share a little bit about the different kinds of bullying that we may see?
Absolutely. And I brought a sign here. We actually categorize them in 4 different ways. There's physical bullying, which is exactly that. It's of a physical nature. When you see a child who's maybe shoved in the hallway, or pushed around, or beat up and their lunch money taken. That's kind of an old school picture of bullying, but this happens much more subtly nowadays in the hallways, into pushing kids into lockers, stuff that's happening at bus stops and in locker rooms, and where there isn't always an adult present. So that's physical bullying. Then there's cyberbullying, as you had just mentioned, and that has become a growing epidemic because cyberbullying is done often in the privacy of your own home. So you no longer have to face your victim directly, but you can bully them, harass them by posting derogatory images or messages on Facebook, on other social media sites, texting harassing messages, emails, and that's become an increasingly terrible epidemic because it really is so much more public. than in a hallway or in a classroom where maybe there's 20 bystanders. When you post something on someone's Facebook, you might have 1 million viewers.
Right.
Then there's emotional bullying, which is relational bullying. That is merely isolating the victim. Yes? Sure.
I wanted to say something about relational bullying as it may be very, very common, this relational bullying, and many times we see that students, and I think girls sometimes, are a little bit more impacted by relational bullying as they may be in with a clique of girls, and these girls may not treat each other so nicely. But it's certainly, it's almost better for the girl to be around a group than to face the fear of being alone. And so relational bullying can look like exclusion at any point in time, socially rejecting someone, spreading rumors or gossip, and can be very impacting, I think, physically and psychologically on the victim.
Absolutely. And something that I've recently read, it's also not being picked for a team or not being picked to be a partner in group work. A lot of classes now are using experiential learning, so they're going to like group projects. Not being chosen by anyone in the class is rejection, and it really causes a lot of emotional scarring. The last type of bullying we see a lot of, which is actually the most common, is verbal bullying, and that is done in classrooms, on teams, anywhere that children are exposed to other children. And the way verbal bullying works is they don't just make a comment to hurt the victim, they make it in front of other people. So instead of just saying something, directly to that one student, they say it so loud others can hear, like, nice shoes, or where does your mother buy your clothes, or who combed your hair today? It could be just that basic, but that causes, like the others, such emotional scarring for that student that it decreases their self-esteem over time.
More advanced than the beginners, we're still in the beginners. I've been playing chess since I was 17, and I still consider myself a beginner because I studied to teach chess. I don't study to go compete. I have competed. I have been grandmaster, but I also have got beaten by kids like you, like her, kids who got that eager, that burning fire inside of them. I must be the teacher, and I love that. All right, but right here, we got some general principles. General principle is like this. It has 10 points. Did I give you guys one of this? Okay, after this, one of the parents want to make a copy, 10 copies. Not the same person because, I have that good parent who has really done. You do it? Okay. You'll be able to take it. Okay. The first one is open with either the E pawn or the D pawn. This is the D and the E. D and the E. Okay? It says open with 1. So what does, excuse me. That's it. What that's telling us is that we should concentrate always in the middle. Where? Every sport, basketball, football, soccer. Are you going to play soccer on the sideline, or you always looking for the middle because where is the goalie? Yeah. So you make your plans to go where? So when you come to chess, or when you go to soccer, or when you're going to go to any kind of sports that you like, girls like, put it in your mind, in the middle. You got your back, you know who could run faster, you know everything, right? Yes. So, in the middle, he went over here, and he went over here. Are they in the middle? Yes. So that's it. And leave it there. Then number two, whenever possible, make a good developing move. The word there is developing. What developing means? That young lady right there, the one that you take off. What developing means to you?
Changing,
Sort of.
growing.
Growing. We're getting there. Develop. You was born, your mother held you like this, right? Oh wow, you guys was crying. Then all of a sudden you was a toddler tumbling all around. You growing, right? Growing, develop. Until you become old, crippled like me, and stuff, right? So, it says here in the paper, whenever possible, make a good developing move that threatens something. If I take the bishop and put him over here, am I threatening the pawn?
No.
Okay, so we put that. I cannot move the rook, right? No. So if I develop the knight over here, am I threatening that piece?
No.
Where will you put the knight? Come on. Yeah. Put this over here. Right now, we don't. Remember, you go 1, 2, and over. Right here. One, two. You don't count where you're at. So you go 1, 2, and over. Are you 1, 2, and over training him? Good. Round of applause for this young man. Thank you. Develop knights before bishops. Why we do that, guys? Can anybody remember the story that Mr. Victor told you guys? My God, how fast you forget? Come on, somebody got to tell me. Natasha, why we develop? Don't make me look bad now. Why we develop knights before bishops? My wife said right now. Huh? Oh, you Gibbon? The girls?
Right?
Okay, look at me. We develop knights before bishops. Let's think of it as the military, right? The general is the king. The colonel is the queen. The bishop is the lieutenant. The knight is the sergeant. The rook is the captain. And the pawns are the soldiers. Now, the sergeants, if they were mechanical, they will be considered a tank. Does the tank move fast or slow? So, in chess, who will be the tank? You got any time? What is it? Who? Very good. And who will be the airplane? No, it's two. Bishop or knight. Who? The knight is the tank. So it will be the who? Bishop. All right, let us not slip on it, guys. You see, let's say this, in order for the knight to get to the 5th rank, from the beginning, he goes 1, 2. How many moves? Huh? 3. We went 1. He's faster. So who would you send out first? Yes.
Bishop?
No.
The knight?
The knight. You send up the knight because here I am. General, what's your name?
Saoirse.
Yes, remember girls and boys. Chess, the king, it could be a girl, it could be a boy. So when those boys trying to give you that nonsense, they said, Tom, you stop them right there and say, listen, that's a lot of stuff that people been saying about it, but we are girls, we got brain just like you guys, right? So you show them girl power. You become the puff girls, right? All right. So right here we develop tonight. That's rule number 3. Rule number 4 says, pick the most suitable square for the piece that you develop and leave it there. Which piece we develop? The young man in the back, yes, you can hide yourself. Which piece we develop? This small, come over here. Now leave the book there. We're not writing nothing. Leave the book there. The book. I said you sit down. Okay, because I want you to learn, because you're very bright. But if you hide, you can't see. If you can't see, you can't tell me. So, which are the pieces? The pieces are the rook, the bishop, the knight, and the queen. What are the pieces? Very good. So my question to you was, what piece did I develop? Look over here. When we start chess is like this. So we went over here, develop, and develop. So I asked you, what piece did I develop first? Piece, the pawns are pawns. The pieces are the one in the back. Let's start it again right here. I want to make sure you get this split. Don't shout it out. You did it good, but don't shout it out. Okay, do this. Look at me. What's this? You raise your hand. Chess is a quiet game. Okay? In class, you don't shout out because your teacher said no, you gotta give a chance to somebody else. Okay? So I went over here and I went there and I'm attacking the pawn. So what piece did I develop there? Very good. Now we're getting someplace. Okay? And I wasn't picking that, I want you to learn. Alright? Because that's the way you're going to learn. I'm not going to say, well, I'm not going to make this, I'm getting film, I'm not going to let this little kid, oh. So now we go to, what did I say? Develop it where? And leave it there. Leave it there. That means you don't go night happen. It doesn't become a rabbit going all over. You leave it there. He's doing a job. He is attacking him, protecting the square, protecting the square. Okay? So you leave it there. Rule number 5. Make 1 or 2 moves of pawns in the opening, not more. How many? 1 or 2. When I see in our past video games, I don't want to see that you move 6 pawns. 1 or 2. Develop, because if the knight gets in trouble, can he move back or go to another square? Yes. If the bishop moves and our pawn is attacking him, can you move him to another square?
Yes.
Yes. If you cannot take him, you move him. Because sometimes something is protecting him. Because you got to see. Because you see, chess is very mathematical. That's why I show you how much is the pawn worth?
1.
How much is the knight worth? Bishop,
Big one.
queen,
9.
rook. No. The girls a chance, the girls. Kimberly, how much is the rook?
How much is the rook? 5 points.
Very good. So, in your mind, when something is like that, you have to deduct. And you also got to say, well, if I lose the rook, the space that I'm going to gain is better. You got it there is the plan, the choice. Now, let me ask you a question, guys. You go in there, you take a hot shower, you come on out. You want to see how your hair looks in the mirror. What do you see in the mirror? Far, right? So you take your hand and wipe it off, and you say, oh, there I go. That's called smoky mirrors, guys. And players will throw a lot of smoky mirrors. They will think that, you will think that they coming at the left, but the whole plan is coming at your right to come to checkmate you. What is checkmate?
Where you catch anything?
Yes. The only two pieces that stays in the game that never leaves the board is the king. The two pieces that can never be together is the kings. Okay? They can never be together. The kings can never, ever, ever be together. Any other piece, yes, because the king can take them or something else. But two kings can, and why is that, guys?
Because if the king gets your king, the game's over and they win.
Yeah, no, they can never take the king. In life, in real life, look at me. Would you like somebody talking to you nose to nose?
No.
Why?
It's invading your space.
Invading your space, that's right. You need some space to say, hey, yes, and if it's a bully, you give yourself some space to do what? To run. I'm not going to fight that guy, he's going to beat me up. I do this, I run. So we give that space. All right, guys? Okay, we go to rule number 6. Rule number 6 says, do not bring your queen out early. Rule number 6 says, do not bring your queen out early. Why?
Because then they'll get eaten.
You're exposing it to lose your most powerful piece. If you get your pawns to the other side, what happened to your pawns? You could get them what?
You could get another piece.
Yes. And most of you guys ask for what?
The queen.
Yes, but see, when you get more and more advanced, sometimes you don't ask for a queen, you ask for a knight or a bishop, depending, because you want to checkmate. That's when you see things. That's why I had advised you parents to buy that 5,334 Chess Tactics by Susan Polgar, because it helps you as a tactician to look, because all this time you're doing a strategy to capture who?
The king.
Yes, but you need tactics because it's not easy. Let's look at a football game. Is the coach going to say, I want you guys to take the ball, run across, just run across, and just see if you get to the other side and do a touchdown. Does that happen? No. Because they will intercept, you have to look for open spaces. That's where the ball is. You got to look at the lines, you have to look for the open spaces. So do not bring the queen out early. Rule number 7. Castle as soon as possible, preferably on the king side. No, now only see, I'm going to draw a line right here. This is the king side, and this is the queen side. Now, if nothing is here, and you guys know your notation, taking this off, he has a choice. He can cancel either the queen, the king side, and when you write it in notation, this is called 1 0 2 zeros. That's where the zeros come in. How many times the rook moves? Or if he prefer to do it on the queen side, he goes right here. He goes 1 0 2 zeros 3 zeros. Any question on that so far? Now, look at this. That's what we call castling. And it's in that booklet that I'm gonna need some email to send it to you guys, because there was a little accident. No, that one you do have on the first book. On the first book you have it. All right. You look at the rook. All right. Oh my God, I talk so much. Rule number 8. Well, anyway, your parents pay me to teach you guys. You can play home. You know. Play to get control of the center. Play to get control of the center. Did I say play to get control of the sides? No. Of the what? Center. So that means if you have a bishop, you got that bishop aiming at where? The center. If you got a knight, that knight is got to be towards the what? Don't ever do this. Lose this pawn, you move this over here, this pawn becomes an island. So does the rook. You see? Open. You don't want to do that. And you don't want to have double pawns. What happens with double pawns, guys? I put them backwards? Oh. What would I do without you guys? I'm telling you. Rule number 9. Always try to maintain at least one pawn in the center. We know that already. And the last but not least, do not sacrifice without a clear and adequate reason. Do not sacrifice a rook for a pawn if you just play. Remember, we don't have a big bull or a mean dog chasing you guys. We got time. If your opponent is rushing you, if you were to go to a chess tournament and that chess tournament is G30, that means you get 30 minutes and your opponent gets 30 minutes. How much is that? An hour. Okay? So think. It's an hour. All right? All right, let me set you guys up over here. Let's see.
Each one, teach one. Mother and father and daughter and son. We gonna learn and plus have fun. Yes, indeed, the time has come. Reach out to your neighbor, do something nice, return the favor. It's all good, we all get along. Clap your hands and sing along to the song. Young people, you ain't gotta do wrong. We can all do right, come on.